Being a 17-year-old teenager who is also running a business and a name brand, yesterday was probably one of the most productive days of my life. I woke up right away, eggs, bacon, fruit bowl, you know the deal. You have to get your whole foods in order to keep your energy up high. Right after that, I hopped into a sales call. The first guy, unfortunately, was a no-show, whatever. The second guy came, made some good conversation. But after my sales calls, I got invited out to some lunch with a friend of mine. Were a few people there, got some food, came back, that lasted a few hours, whatever, move on to the next thing. Right after I got back, I had a meeting with another creator about my growth operating and how to manage my social media, whatever. You don't want to get into it too much, I know you. Anyways, I took a little break, got some food before heading out to a workout in the gym with a friend of mine. Just did a little bit of chest and back that day, you know the drill. I had to finish making content for my social media, however, which by then I was all said and done. It was 8:30 p.m. I went to bed, called it a day. It was a full day right there. Now, there is a reason why I'm telling you all this, and it's to show you that a busy day should not be spent in isolation. Sure, you go through periods of isolation, and this is good because anytime you start out with something brand new, I believe everyone should have a period of isolation. And like, yeah, that sounds cringy or whatever. Like, oh, you're grinding, you're locking in. This is a great way to summarize the period that you have to go through when you start something new. It is critical to cut off the distractions for a moment and to just focus on whatever your main goal is. Remember, tunnel vision. Finding ways to network or meet like-minded people with the same goal as you is a strategy of self-improvement. And I say this because a lot of you guys, and I mean a lot of you guys, are in your room watching these depressing TikToks saying lock in, don't worry about anyone else, but they over exaggerate this message way too much. Now, of course, I say things like focus on yourself to improve your life. Well, in order to do that, you're gonna have to go through these periods of isolation. However, this can be a little bit dangerous, especially when taken too far, because you won't have anyone around you. And when you don't have anyone around you, you have no foundation, you have no support, you have no brotherhood, which means you have no one to grow with. One of the best ways to grow personally is having a group of people with the same goals around you, pushing you to reach your goals as well. I know every one of you watching this video wants to be able to have a group of people you can go out with and do things together instead of doing these workouts alone, doing these runs alone, and instead of strategizing alone. You'd rather have a group of people that you can work with, have masterminds, and push each other every day to pursue your own goal as well. Now, really quick, I'm going to paint you a picture. You can go a certain distance by yourself. I want you to imagine what's possible, the distance that you can go with other people pushing you along the way. If every single person in your group is consistently learning valuable information every single day, then you guys will all have one lesson a month, which turns into 2 lessons a month, which turns into 3 lessons a month, so on and so forth. And you have everyone sharing valuable pieces of information to help you improve with your goals and become a better version of yourself. Being able to do this means you're going to grow exponentially faster than other people who do not have these groups that you are in. And so honestly, if you're locking yourself in your room, acting like you're grinding and going ghost mode and not talking to anyone because you think it makes you productive, you're just coping and you're probably just antisocial. And you're more comfortable sitting at home at your desk, drinking your coffee and being isolated. You need to actually get out and experience life. Sure, here and there, you need time to just sit at your desk and work with focus, but you're also going to go through days where on the micro scale, on the flip side, you're cutting your work sessions. Maybe it's only a 2-hour work session this time. Maybe instead of that, you're going out to go network. You're going out to dinner with friends. Something simple, but it isn't going to be spent in isolation. Now, the goal we want to get from doing this is to build a foundation, to build a network, and to build an environment that pushes you. That is one of the most important things that makes the grind that much more enjoyable. When you have a group of people just like you working towards the goal and growing together, it's going to help you. And again, I know all of you want that. And if you say you don't, you're just coping and you'd probably just rather be comfortable sitting at home. I want you to at least give it a shot. DM someone on Instagram, find an online community, find someone who lives near you who you can actually meet up with. Just talk to them, hit up the gym with them, network with them, whatever it is, but you're not in isolation while keeping a busy schedule towards your goals. Don't use self-improvement as an excuse to be antisocial. Reach out to new people. Be open to conversations and plan meetups. There's this quote and it goes something along the lines of, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that, in a sense, sums up the whole message of this video. The goal of self-improvement is to improve in the long term. Socializing and building a network is a form of long-term self-improvement and long-term thinking. Of course, however, avoid degeneracy. Don't make the only moments you go out is drinking and partying, etc. Don't do that. But if you are going on a run or going to the gym, just bring someone with you and plan meetups with a bunch of like-minded people, people with goals similar to you. Something as small as joining a Discord community, for example, at least talking to people like you, even if you aren't going to meet up in person, is still going to go a long way. Stop coping, get out your comfort zone, build your network, and do your goals.